Welcome everybody to our channel. Today, what are we doing? Today, we're installing our butcher block countertop to our vanity and our kitchen setup counters that we installed last week.
And come out and check out this dramatic change because we applied peel and stick wallpaper. So come and see how it turned out.
Thanks for joining us today. Come along.
Welcome to Java Walker World in our van build series, where we are converting a Ford Transit 250 to a comfortable traveling home on wheels. This is Frank, and I am Fern, and this is our sweetheart Molly. Thank you for joining us today.
Okay everyone, it's a new day. That's Molly calling. She wants our attention, but it's a new day. We're going to be cutting the countertops. As you can see them down there on the table, they're all measured out. That took a while because today's been a little discombobulated. We had a storm come through last night with high winds, and it knocked off our power from 11 last night until about 1 this afternoon. Get to it, try and cut those countertops and see how they turn out. So wish us luck.
So this is what we've been working on all morning long. And this is the butcher block that we bought at IKEA. It was in their section where people return things. In any case, we have measured and remeasured, and we're going to measure again before we start cutting. We hope our skill saw will do the trick. This is what we're working with. We've placed our little fridge in place, which I got on Facebook Marketplace. We still have not finished the wallpapering. But the counter should be going straight through like this, and a little bit of a waterfall going down. And again, right here, we're just going to have a simple counter here. The challenge here in putting these countertops is that because the walls do this, they do this, the back area of the counter is not going to be straight. We are going to keep it as straight as we can. We're hoping to get a bit of a backsplash here out of the butcher block that we could use to sort of hide any imperfections here. This is just some extra pine board that we have lying around, but that is what's happening. Just put it in a brand new blade. He's just checking to see if he's got enough cutting clearance before we tackle this. So this is our vanity portion, this is our kitchen counter, and this will be a waterfall on the side of the kitchen counter that we're adding. Where I have the X's are pieces that we are not using, and straight down the center I'm trying to do a small backsplash at the back of the kitchen cabinet. And we're trying to raise the cutting edge. I don't know if you could see that with some 2x4s so that we have some clearance. Nervous, as you can tell. So all the things we had to keep in mind was the finished edge. Was it facing the right direction? Windy today. We immediately stopped with that cutting because it started to burn. This is a brand new blade recommended by the hardware store that we bought it at. Finished cuts so that it would be a nice clean cut rather than the blade we already had, which was general construction blade. Any case, it's starting to burn. You can smell the burning wood, so not good. So as Frank is changing the blade, he's thinking he had the blade in the wrong way. So we're going to try it again.
Okay, so basically, yeah, I had put the blade on backwards, but the blade was put on backwards, and that's why it was burning, wasn't working well. Okay. Once we got it into the regular way, she went through like butter. Okay, and what now we're just cutting our second part, and what we've noticed is it's all particle board inside.
I've been surprised. It's IKEA. What do you think? We still have to take all this tape off, our measuring tape. So we have a little bit of an overhang. And it's going to go right over the fridge, and then we've got the same counter that's going to go straight down to support this end. I'm happy.
Slide in the waterfall here.
It's a little short. I've got little lifters.
No, it's only short in the back.
So that's what the end looks like. Not at all. This is what it's looking like. And then Frank has the one to do for the vanity. This side is our vanity, and this is our kitchen station. Not too bad. See, the lighting is kind of not too bad at all. The overhang is a little bit more. No, it's about the same. See if it makes sure that nothing interferes with me opening and closing. We just have to now get some veneer for here. Next thing we have is the sink we bought. Make sure that it actually does fit in here. Turn it upside down, you'll see. Hey, look at that. Perfect. Our sink has been cut. Still not installed. We need to put some veneer on here. Well, good morning. Frank's taking a minute to take Molly for a walk. She's been asking for it. Let me turn this around for you. All right, so this is our waterfall countertop edge, which goes on the side there of the fridge. See that? And so what we're using are these power bars that are used on office furniture. They've got 2 USBs, 1 C, and then 2 plugs. The type of plugs that have the 3 prongs. We are attaching it like this. You see that? Now, the extension cord is really long. As I was saying, we are opting, rather than doing live wiring, to use these. So that waterfall is going to go here, which means I will have those plugs right there. And I didn't want them on the counter because there might be water on the counter, some splashing going on, and I didn't want to put it up here. So that was nice and neat and tidy, and it will be out of the way. This is where the bed is going to be. We applied one. Let me just jump over here. Right there. So we will have access when we're in bed to charge our phones, and also if we are here cooking, whatever, we have access to a few plugs. This is our vanity right here, right? We got a new mirror. Let me show you what we did here. And we did the same thing right here, right by the sliding doors.
Come here.
Molly loves being in the van. Going on inside. So that's where the plug is. I have Velcroed the cord down that way, through a passage that way. It goes right there in the behind, the back of the vanity. Then I have it coming out. Can you see that? Let's see, coming out there under the bed. This is the garage area. Remember, Molly's crate is going here, and so this cord is running just directly below the support of the bed. It leads to either our shore power or where our Blue Eddy is going to be sitting. Now that is our extension cord that we have. So far I have 3 things plugged into it that is connected to the shore power. We can also change that power surge power bar and attach it to our Blue Eddy when we sit it right here. That's where our sink is. And then I have a special RV drain that will drain our gray water into this big container. Our fresh water is coming from that end. That's our pump system. I haven't finished that. We'll get into that later. And it will lead along here under the bed, through here, and give us some fresh water. And that's what we've been up to all morning long. I'm sorry I haven't filmed every single detail on that. That is our route for electrical and water. And I'll get into more detail about the water when we get to doing that. We just feel that we are not electricians. We do not really understand all of that. And this seems very simple. We are not, I don't think, power hogs, you know, that we need a lot of power. You know, so it's just a few things. Although we will see once we go on our first trip. Anyways, that's it for now. Molly loves being here.
Coffee break and treat break.
Yeah, Molly had to do her little walk and now she's going to want a treat. We're pretty tired. We're going to have a little coffee break. Hey everybody, what I'm doing here is trying to put some veneer on this butcher block edge. We're using this edge as our backsplash, and I need to do this end, and on our vanity I need to do this end. And that's pretty much it. The rest of it is, oh, and just outside here, I need to do a little bit there. Wish me luck. I have an iron. Apparently the instruction says to iron this on at 200 degrees, which is the cotton setting. I'm going to line up my 2 pieces because this butcher block is really thick. So I have to do 2 rows, and I will very carefully iron that through. Like it's a little lighter than the original, but better than what it was. Well, here is the wallpaper we're putting up. We put this wallpaper up a little while ago, and then we ran out and had to wait for a delivery from Amazon for another double roll. But it's self-explanatory. It's peel and stick, so you just wipe down the walls and you peel it and you stick it very, very carefully. We'll show you more when we get that second roll. It's really interesting how something as simple as wallpaper can really dramatically change the look of a place. So it's coming along. Very tedious, but coming along. Ready.
Shelves in.
Friends, good morning. We have a rainy day ahead of us, but we're so excited because our final roll that we've been waiting for through Amazon for our peel and stick wallpaper has arrived, and so we're going to spend some time inside the van finishing off that wallpaper. It's a little shuffling going on. To give you an idea of what we need to do today, we need to finish off the wallpaper there and the wallpaper there. The thing I need to do is wash or wipe down those panels with some Windex and a clean cloth. So that's the first thing we will do, and let's just get going. And for those of you who have noticed, I've got new glasses. Molly chewed up all my other glasses. I ordered by I Buy Direct 2 pairs of glasses. Got them for just a little over $100. And I got these and another ones. The other ones, these seem a little bit big and the other ones seem a little bit small. But it just takes a little getting used to a new look. We'll give that a second to dry. Hopefully it's the right wallpaper. And it is. I'm sure the dye lot will not be the same. But I think we're pretty good with these vinyl wallpapers.
And voila, the wallpaper is done. So that was pretty much 3 double rolls of wallpaper. Makes the van look longer because it continues it all the way down. And,
Very cool. We're getting there. We're getting there.
We're on to something new now. We just finished the wallpaper, and now we're going to finish off by gluing down the backsplash of the counter. Let's take a look.
So here we have the backsplash, but right now it's not attached at all. So we're going to P&L it and glue it to the countertop. So we've got it marked with a pencil line here where we want it. We're going to remove it, flip it around, glue it so we can put on these clamps and let it set overnight. So tomorrow should be nice and sturdy. So then we can sit the sink in, do the plumbing, and then attach it to the cupboards. We'll glue it and screw it onto the cupboard, so hopefully it isn't going anywhere. So that's our plan.
Wish us luck, guys. If you're enjoying this video, please give us a like, share, and subscribe. We would all really appreciate it. So we very, very carefully
very carefully, squirrely wabbit.
We very carefully flipped this around. Doing this while we were in the van so that we didn't have to step out was challenging.
Yeah, our geometry lessons coming into play.
Anyway, so this is where we're at. Thank you so much for spending time with us this week. I hope you enjoyed that video. Next week, we're going to share with you our install of our plumbing, our water system, and our plan, and how we're going to get electrical to our van and the whole setup and how that works. Hope we'll see you next week.
Join us for the ride.